like this. BR.
Carjacked and they tell you to drive into a lamppost or something solid to draw attention and to damage the car. If you hear a baby crying outside, it's a trap. Drive into a lamppost or something solid to draw attention and to damage the car. Someone ever comes up to you and asks you for the time, drive into a lamppost or something solid to draw attention and to damage the car. If you ever feel like puking when you're scuba diving, drive into a lamppost or something solid to draw attention and to damage the car. If you're ever at the beach and the waves are super far away, drive into a lamppost or something solid to
sounding like it's shouting screwed I got a bullet with your name on the tip. Ride slow in the Chevy, about to plan a hit.
We hit your block, me and Tony, about to pop it off.
My voice sounding like it's shouting screwed got my voice sounding like it's shouting screwed. Got my voice sounding like it's shouting screwed.
With your daughter, don't try to play me. Get nasty on the daily. Don't call me baby. Let's fall, but you can't date me. I know how, I can see it coming. I know how, baby. Tell me one thing. We kiss as we fuck. Does it mean something? I'm not on my guys. I don't need nothing.
Like a rock star, look like a porn star. Every day I go hard, riding in my sports car. Lost in that VA, songs on replay, spinning like a DJ. Make you look, 'cause I go faster and harder.
holy.
I would not die in the mountain, dig me a grave. I want the motherfucking diamonds and motherfucking chains. Talk, don't keep spinning, don't care about no motherfucking aim. I was walking like a motherfucker, trying to be a star. I could flip a couple kilos like a little Pablo. Ain't no holla, it's Viola, Nina, make you meet with God. It was hard to cross the border when my father got the charge. Yo, fuck that, you ain't got no money, back it up. I said fuck that, all that bullshit ever had enough. Get the fuck back, you ain't got the funds for talking tough. And that kickback, now you know that shit was loaded up.
Roll a 20 deep, no homie, throw the snap like put 100 down and put us on the map.
Ain't nobody taking you away from me. I promise ain't nobody in here that can say that I did you wrong. Nobody gonna put up with your shit the way I done. Nobody is coming here to
Hello.
say I did enough.
My third monitor fell down. I had to fix it. I was kind of scared that something broke, but it looks like it's okay, so I guess we're good. And I need to get my model working. That would be helpful. Hi, I'm over there. Hello. Well, hey, let me get this ready to make sure everything looks good. How about I'll do it. Okay. Boop. And then, oh my goodness. Some crazy shit's going on my tabs. This needs to go over here, right? And bring that back up, and then where's our puzzle? Where is that? Did I get rid of that window? I want that puzzle on the screen. Hello, welcome in, Gorflack. Bear with me. Puzzle. No, not a browser source, sorry. That's not what we need. Do I really not have? Okay, no. Window capture. Puzzle. And then capture that window. Which one is it? This one. Can we capture that perchance? Where is it? I see 2 Firefox windows, and neither one is what I'm looking for. So why Firefox, Discord, Firefox works? There it is. We're just gonna crop it about here. And sit at the corner. Puzzle. Cool, right? So, now that I'm all set up, today the plan is to do some revenges, some just for funsy attacks. I'm thinking at least one just for funsy attack that I wanted to do the other night, and it got too late and I didn't get to do it. Hey Seb! Can't wait to meet you! So I want to start with the one just for funsy attack, and then the rest of stream might just be revenges only for the rest of the day.
Work it, earn it.
You gotta earn your cabbage. You gotta earn your bread. Welcome in, Lindsay. So yeah, I don't know how many we're gonna do today. Maybe a couple, maybe more than a couple. It's just gonna depend. And then I'm also trying to figure out, should I make the skin, finish the skin, and then immediately move on to the next one? And then I do the rendering and posting after stream. Or do what I did last week, where I finish the skin, I make the render, and then I post it while I'm on stream. Because I feel like it'd be a little bit more efficient if I did the posting and rendering off stream. But I don't know if it actually would make too much of a difference, to be honest, so I don't know. I'm not sure. I guess I'll just kind of see. I'm kind of thinking of just like moving on to the next skin and post everything later. So I think it'd be more efficient. So the first thing we're gonna do today, I was looking at Minecraft tag on Artfight because it's kind of fun to look at. It's fun looking at Minecraft OCs on Artfight because I know that those people probably would appreciate a Minecraft skin. Not to say that other people don't appreciate it. It's just that like, if I'm attacking a random person or someone that I like isn't a mutual, I don't know that they actually play Minecraft. They might be like, this is cool, but they can't use it. Which, I mean, no one has to use my skins, obviously. But, you know, if I can attack people who would find use of the skins, that'd be cool. It's like, you know, I would hope they would appreciate it, whether or not they use it. But, like, does that make sense? Am I crazy? I think it would just be like something a little extra special if people have like a Minecraft OC, which obviously Minecraft OCs aren't my priority. I think I did like maybe 1 or 2 last year, but a majority of the things I did last year were not Minecraft OCs. And then, like, this year, I'm having kind of a different approach to how I'm doing attacks, where, I don't know, I want to revenge as many people as I can, but at the same time, I don't want to make a skin purely because they attacked me. I want to do something that I think would look really good and gives me a chance to just make something for fun that I think would look good. Because sometimes, like last year, I would do a revenge and the skin was fine. But some of my skins I liked a lot more than the others. And I don't know. I thought this year would be maybe more fun to focus on designs that I thought would look really good in my style. But I do want to revenge people too. So it's like, I can't prioritize all revenges. I actually have a lot of revenges that I didn't do from last year that I would like to get through. But I think it's more of a like, I'm not gonna like feel horrible if I can't revenge everybody. Or if they don't have an OC that I think would translate super well to Minecraft. I don't know. I feel insane talking about it, you know? But yeah, it's just like, we want to revenge a lot of people, but I can only do so much. I can only do so much in a month. But, you know, whatever I don't get caught up on from last year, I can do next year. I haven't gotten too many, no one has attacked me too much this month so far. It's only the 9th. But I think all of the attacks I have received, I think I could reasonably revenge them. And I'm not gonna get, like, overwhelmed like I did last year. Because last year I swear, like, every other day I'd wake up and there'd be a new attack on me. And I was like, this is a lot. I mean, it's cool, but this is, like, a lot to get caught up on revenges. So maybe this year I can get caught up, or at least stay caught up on the things that attack me this year. And then next year I can work on more super belated revenges. I don't know. But we're starting on a just for funsies design today. I saw this in the Minecraft tag. Oh. So that is a creeper. That is not what I meant to show, but that is a creeper. So, oh shit, I just clicked the wrong button entirely. Oh no. Oh no. Things are opening. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I clicked a button on my stream deck and it just like started opening a bunch of tabs. Close that tab. Okay, we're good. So let's maybe not have this Minecraft creeper, because that's not who I'm attacking. Oh, it just like inverted. That can't be right. Boom! There it is. This is gonna be our first attack of the day. I saw it in the Minecraft tag. And I really liked this design. I really enjoy the colors. I enjoy the silhouette a lot. I like the little, I don't know, the fuse, I guess is what that's called, on the head. I think this is a really nice OC. So I was gonna do it the other night. Like, I saw it and I was like, dude, I have to make this like right now. But I hadn't eaten dinner. So I was like, I'll make it after I eat dinner. And then I had a really late dinner. And by the time I was done eating, it was really late at night. So I was like, I'll do it the next time I do an Arcfight attack. And that's today. So, you know. Goodness, sorry, I have to like move my phone. That's fine. So this is what we're starting with. Let me give you, can I like move it here? That looks good. So the lore, this is Jinx. Who's pinging me right now? Oh, it's a picture of Mika's cat. Okay. Jinx. Human creeper 20 plus. Trans androgynous he him 5'5" unlabeled. Hispanic or German. Let me bring this tab over here so I can see it better. Jinx is someone who can be described as very laid back, teasing, adventurous, and a bit of lazy adrenaline junkie. With an affinity for making his life exciting as possible. He's easygoing and friendly enough, but he is also someone who is a bit shy and awkward when it comes to interacting with other people. Though Jinx tries really hard to come off as approachable, playful, and fun to be around, he is a bit loud, clueless, and easily confused, and lacks the knowledge of the concept of personal space, which tends to annoy people. He struggles to understand most social cues and tends to overanalyze expressions and tones as well, making him at times very tense during more serious conversations. While Jinx is generally calm-tempered, he's not actively trying to race around and have some fun. When he's not actively, okay. He overthinks frequently and is prone to sudden bursts of high energy and thrill-seeking behavior too. This becomes an internal clash when he is around people he likes, because he is easily flustered and embarrassed person who's definitely self-conscious about how others see him when he is hyperactive. Since Jinx can be quite insecure and anxious as a result of this, more often than not he'll get explosively excited and so loud for a moment when he's comfortable, then immediately regret it and shut himself down with numerous scrambled apologies following it. He tries to be able to let go, relax, and be himself around others, but he knows it can be quite frustrating to some and hard to contain, hence why he tends to put on a temporary mellow front. Let me see here. I did see some things. Haircut's like a jellyfish style where the back is longer and curved at the tips. Eyes are red with yellow pupils. His fuse is usually unlit unless he is excited or embarrassed. When it lights up, it begins to flicker and spark. This spark gets more intense and burns the longer and more extreme these emotions are. Band-aid on the nose is optional. Glasses are preferred and can be drawn either on his face or resting on his head. He likes to chew them sometimes. His sharp teeth. Eyes are usually half-lidded or wide when excited. Jinx has 3 lashes at the bottom of his eyes, but can be drawn with more. Please do not forget the sticks of dynamite around his waist or the fire pattern on his baggy pants. He occasionally chews on the stack of sticks of dynamite. Creeper head necklace is not optional. He also has a creeper plushie he likes to carry with every word sentences. And then the blood is not relevant to my Minecraft. Heidi Goy.
In a
world of pure imagination.
Take
a look. And you'll see
into
no
your imagination.
I'm looking at permissions and boundary stuff just to make sure. Okay. Okay. Video games? We're not playing video games. How's it going? It's going good. So let me get this up on my third monitor. So the eyelashes will be interesting because I don't usually do like the way I normally do eyelashes is like this, right? That's normally how I do eyelashes. But he has only the bottom lash. So like I could do that, I guess. We'll see. I mean, I do like to color drop. Oh my goodness. I have so many buttons on my stream deck. I do like using just the base colors from the original. Hello, my mom's texting me. My mom's asking if I stream on Fridays, which I don't. So the eyes has red and yellow. So I'm wondering if I can do both. I don't often do like 2 colors in the eye, just cause I have a specific way I like to do eyes. I like making the top part of the eye a lot darker, so it's kind of more consistent looking if it's the same color for both pixels. But if I take this and make it dark, like I might, it might be okay. Then for this part of the eye, I will take a similar color in value and just kind of desaturate it and see what looks good. Red is not awesome for eyeballs because it does make you look like a weed stoner. If that's the aesthetic you're going for, then that's fine. But I don't really want my skins to look like weed stoners if the character isn't already a weed stoner. My mom's texting me, bear with me. She's texting me a lot. Hold on. Bear with me. I hear good things. I hear little... Look at you go. Look at your puzzle. Aw, you're so smart. Hopefully that stays, like, going. I feel like it's not automatically going if I don't have the tab open. Put the tab over here. And that should be fine. Yeah. My mom was like, "What do you want for your birthday for dinner? I'm gonna get groceries. What do you want?" And I was like, I don't know. I'm making a Minecraft skin right now. I don't know what I want right now. Boop. Oh, well, that changed the eye color. Boop, 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 boop. I don't know that I'm gonna keep that color. It's kind of temporary for the moment. I think maybe if it was more desaturated, it'd be better. Oops. Not that color. And then I'm gonna change the bottom pixel. Like that. And then... I like this one. I'm not sure if that's really the color or not. That's a little bit better. 1, 2, 3. So, I would like to include the glasses, but it may be tricky to do. I might do it on the top of the head, like right here. But I also want to put the fuse on the head because it's pretty cool. I really like that. So fitting both of those on that top part might be kind of hard. So I'm gonna kind of do this so I can see. That's kind of like what the bang shape is, and then I'm gonna do that, or maybe like this even. I'm gonna get just a random color for the glasses. And then, if I can try and make the glasses on this frame, or on this face of the head, I'm gonna try. So the edge of the glasses, they're like Dirk Strider glasses. So, that's not quite correct. But bear with me, I think we can do it. Like, what if it... No. Glasses in general are kind of hard to do in Minecraft skins. What was that? Who's clonking? What are you saying in there? Holy moly, big puzzle. I know. I made it like 750 pieces. I think the puzzles last week were like maybe 300 pieces. I thought it would keep you guys entertained for longer. So what if it was like this? We want it to be kind of angular. And that's just a tricky thing to do. I kind of like that. I'm not sold on it just yet, but... it kind of... It's pointing. It's pointing. For sure. I guess I could move this part here. This is like the bridge of the glasses, I think. I think that's what that's called. I can move them up. One. And that could be better. Is that better for pointy glasses? Or what do you guys think? This one or this one? I think I like the bridge at the top. Maybe. Maybe. I think I like that. Then, the bangs has a light. Like, this is light green here. Like that, and then... do like some of that. Oops, is that not? Oh, okay. Internet's not cooperating? Dang. Sorry to hear that. Luckily, that puzzle is probably gonna be around for a minute. It's probably gonna, like, right now it's just Cuddle working on it, so... I'm sure it'll take a couple hours. So I think that's a good start. Do I want any more like this? No, I don't want that. What do you mean by that? I mean that it's a big puzzle and it's gonna take you a while to finish it. Objectively, it's going to take you a while to finish it. It's just true. It's just a true fact about large puzzles. Is that good? I want more hair. That maybe. Also, I don't want this to be such a harsh black. I think. Oh, I like that. But yeah. I almost kind of want like a green for the eyelashes, but yeah. I'm kind of not in love with the way this face looks, but we'll. I promise, it's gonna look really good. Let's do the side hair. Meow. There's a cat outside of my door crying. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Hello, kitty. You can be in here, you just have to be good. Okay? I want this to be more blue. Not quite that blue there. That's fine, maybe. Maybe like a little bit more. Yeah, that's fine. I like when green is shaded with blues. It's really good. Hey! Man! You can't be bumping my mouse around. Remember when you came in and I said you can be in here, you just have to be good? You can't bump the mouse. That does get in the way a little bit. Sorry to say. Green. My favorite color is green. Fuse on the head. How are we gonna do that? Because you know, in the image and like how it would work in real life, that's coming straight up and down. But I can't do that, so it has to go here. I think I could also do it on the back of the head too. Maybe that could be fun. But I think I'm gonna do it here. Also, I totally forgot that like the top of the head has kind of this color. So let me adjust. I'm just gonna overlay it because I think it'll look nice. Something like that, because it still looks really dark blue, but also it's not taking over the whole head. Because it isn't the whole head on the image. It is like where the fuse is, and it is on the back of the hair too, but it's not the entire skin. Okay. Or not the entire scalp. So I think we're gonna do like a wiggle shape. And then I've got like a yellow color and a red color. So we're gonna put the yellow here. Or actually, let me do this. Red. Right? And then get that yellow back and put the yellow there. Whoa. And then maybe like a little bit of opacity. It kind of reminds me of our redstone torch. I think good. I think that's cool. Because that exists in Minecraft. I don't know if you guys knew that. But it does. So it's really like a small detail. You're not gonna see it unless, you know, you're looking. It's there. Now, this bang is giving me some issues. I'm also wondering if I should get rid of some of this opacity and it should just be solid. Like here. I'm gonna have a little bit of shading though. I'm okay with that. Okay. Oops. Let me... And then I need the jellyfish cut. They didn't mention that. I'm thinking maybe I can do a little bit of stuff to make this more round looking, like just this should give it a little bit more roundness. Obviously we need to make this match, but it'll give that illusion that it's rounded off a smidge. I don't know if I'm gonna keep that transparent pixel. I was just experimenting, to be honest. I like experimenting, it's fun. I think I'm gonna, maybe not this one. I like it on the sides though. Oh yeah, we need highlights. We're gonna do this, but like tone down a lot. More than that. It's fine. Yup. Honestly, I might not need highlights on the top of the head. There's already like a lot of stuff going on up there. You don't need to overcrowd it that much. How's that puzzle going? It's going. It's definitely doing that. It's definitely going. Alright, head done. Now for the body. So we got pants, we've got shirts. Let's block out the skin. One pixel tall for the hands. Then we have like kind of a wide neck shirt. Hello, Zapdos. Welcome in. Hello. And then pants go there. I'm gonna make the shirt like this. I don't know if the shirt is actually slanted like that, or if it's just because he's raising his arm. But I'm gonna make it slanted anyways. I might make it one longer than that, but whatever, you know? Shirt. We have like short sleeves that go into an undershirt. I will be including the Minecraft creeper necklace, as was mentioned. I don't think I can write boom and also have the explosion. I'm gonna have to pick a struggle, which is fine. Minecraft creeper necklace. Just take a shade of green, boom. We can do better than that, but 2 pixels. Wow, that's an improvement of 1 pixel. Then we have undershirt. What we got on? The pants are the shoes. And then they have green for the soles. And then we're probably gonna reuse this yellow here just for consistency. We got flame pants. I think that's cool. Something like that. And then do we have like a, yeah. We can adjust as necessary, but hello, welcome in. I hope you're doing great. I like that color. Ramos texted me again. No. Okay. I like that. We do need to have room for the sticks. Make the shirt like 1 longer. That, and maybe make the pants like 1 higher. Sure. And then, you know, there's like an explosion here. I don't know how to make an explosion. I know how to make a star. That's how you make stars. Is this shape. And it's kind of like an explosion when you think about it. Boop. I don't know if that's a good enough explosion. We can just put random lines. That's always an option. Yeah. I kind of liked it in the star. Okay. So the belt. We do need more work on the flame pants. These pants aren't flamey enough. Stars are just an explosion? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think that's fine. Boop. Shade the shirt. I don't know. I always have a hard time shading the torsos. I just kind of guess. I make an educated guess. You want to do a puzzle? Because I got a puzzle for you to do. It's a big one. Cuddle might need help with it, honestly. Bang. Bang. Pause on the corner? Yeah. The link to do it is pinned if anyone wants to participate. Soon? Don't be in any rush, because Cuddle's gonna be there for a really long time. Ooh, I don't like that. I may join if I move to my PC. Yeah, no pressure, no pressure. Yeah, that's fine. There. Bang. Bang. Bonk, who's bonking in there? Atlas jump scare? Well, I don't think it's a jump scare because I was kind of discussed that Atlas was going to play soon. It's like a jump scare, but if it was like intended and also expected to happen. Because it was announced that it was imminent, you know? Are those flame pants cool? I think they're cool. I do need to make that belt. So I think we'll use kind of a really dark color for it, and then do this. Like that. Let's see here. Pants are fired. Thank you. I like to think they're pretty hot. Get it, guys? Because the pants are fire. Get it? It's a funny joke. Because the pants are fire. They're on fire. They're literally fire. Did you guys get it? I don't know how many to make. I could put like one more here, but I don't know if that's too many. We'll just do 3. It's my comedy genius streamer. Hell yeah. Put me in the comedy Hall of Fame. Do they have one of those? Do they have a comedy Hall of Fame? Google Comedy Hall of Fame. Is that a real thing? Yeah, it is. I googled it. It's in New York. Who's in there? Guy from Saturday Night Live is on the website. I may have to go in there. Yeah, I may have to apply. Or maybe they should seek me out. You ever think about that one? What actually, like, who's in there? Who do you think is in there? Robin Williams? I was gonna say Robin Williams probably in there. And I'm looking on a different website, and it's also... I don't know. I just want like a list of people in there. Fine. It's fine. I would say Robin Williams is there. But I saw it. But if I didn't see, I would have guessed. I have to go in there? Yeah. Probably, who else? Jim Carrey was famous for being funny. His humor may be a bit dated now, but he was really funny at a point in the life. Oh, that's like lighter. Try this one. Okay. Catherine O'Hara, probably, right? Who else is funny? And like famous for being funny. Jack Black, maybe? Like, he's kind of like Jim Carrey, where his humor's kind of like dated now, but, you know. Hydrate? I will. I got some water here. Got it.
If humans had tails, we'd probably find unique ways to
True.
use them. Oh my god. Oh,
Please subscribe. Good one. Oh my god. Please subscribe. Okay. A stretch not redeem? No, I don't think I've had a stretch redeem in a really long time. Because I didn't want to. Hydrate, I can just reach over and do that. Stretch redeem, I have to like stop what I'm doing, you know? And like a stretch during an ad break, sure. But if I'm in a zone, I don't want to stop what I'm doing. I'll stretch the next ad break. It's in like 8 minutes from now. Is that right? I guess so. Oops. Can I just do random patterns on the side to make it look kind of cool? Oops, not like that though. Okay. And like that's good enough. That looks like it's intentional, and it's not. Ooh, even more looking intentional, but it's not. I need to shade the black part of the pants. We'll get there. We'll get there. I just want to put the base color down first. I like this because I don't want that color to be used. That's the fault. Dynamite will probably be the same on the back, but I'm not totally sure at the moment. Let's see how I feel. At least make the belt, and then we'll just kind of be. Those are the dynamites I'm doing. That can carry over there. That's fine. I can do that noise too. Just so we're, you know, on the same page. Bang, bang, bang. Okay. Then we're gonna go add some like cuffs to the pants, I guess is what that would be called. Look at you guys, I can hear you flicking away like crazy on that puzzle. I see the edges coming together. Oh yeah. I know what you want. I know what you want. Tell me what you want. Hello YouTube chat. And then, so I like doing like 2 for the cuffs on like baggy pants. But for funsies, we're gonna do some more transparent pixels to make it look more fiery. Like this. What level 42? subtle, but it's there. And then we can do some hat layer stuff for the 6 of dynamite also. Maybe get like a smidge lighter. Yeah. Also do some hat layer on the t-shirt sleeves. I like doing that like if you have like an undershirt and an overshirt. I like to do hat layers on the overshirt so it helps further separate the 2 layers visually. It's like, oh, this is like 2 different articles of clothing as opposed to like one big sleeve. Now doing stuff like this too, where there's a line across, also kind of helps show that it's 2 different things going on. But oh, do I not have mirror on? But having the hat layer just takes it a little further to differentiate between the 2 things. So it's just little things that help. On fire. Boop, boop. Boop. And the sleeves. Ad break starting soon. I'll do a stretch. Not sure what kind of stretch yet, but I'll do one. Maybe even 2. Then the jellyfish hair, we can do that like a little bit, but that's kind of tricky because when you have hair that's like a little bit longer than shoulder length, it's hard to portray hair in like this amount of pixels, but I think it'll be okay. We can do like this maybe, where it's very short. Let me look up a jellyfish cut. Like, I know what it looks like, but I just want to make sure. Jelly. Okay. Ad break starting. I'm gonna go take a stretch break. Have fun with the puzzles. I'll make it big so you guys can see it really good. And I will be back in like 3 minutes from now. Have fun with your toys. Have fun with your enrichment. food for thought, guys. Do we believe in chiropractors? What do we think about chiropractors? Hi, chat. Ah, that's nice. I'm glad you chose to write something nice instead of writing a big penis on the board. Welcome back from ads. Welcome back from ads. So, like, what's the thought on chiropractors, though? Do they exist? Well, obviously they exist, but like, are they like, okay? Like, do you think they do any good in their life? I'm scared of them. That's fair. I've been having a weird hip issue. I've been having this weird hip issue, and I like don't even know what to like Google to figure out like how I can help it. Where it's been going on since like the middle of June, where it hurts really bad if I try to rotate one of my legs outward, I guess. It's like my hip, and it's like it won't go. Like I've lost a lot of mobility in that hip, and if I try to push it to what my normal mobility is, it hurts really bad. Example, my cat likes to sit in my lap, and she likes when I'm sitting crisscross applesauce. But it hurts to have my leg like rotated and like open, I guess, like that. And I don't know why. My brother goes to one. Personally, I feel like it's a temp relief, but I'm no expert or personal experience. Yeah, that's fair. I have conflicting feelings about them, but it feels very, like, my hip thing is very odd. Like, one time after I started having issues, I felt like I popped it. And I was like, yay! That's good, right? It's good that I popped it, because now that means everything's gonna be fine again. I was wrong. I was wrong. It didn't fix anything. It hurt really bad when it got popped, and that was it. But it feels like someone needs to like push down on it and just like pop it into place or something. I don't know that it's out of place because I don't know what to Google to figure out what's even like going on with it. Because I've tried to like Google like hip won't rotate all the way like it's supposed to. Hip hurts when I sit with my leg rotated or something. And I get like Reddit threads and like, I don't know, like ask doctor threads or whatever. And no one has like the same thing I have. And it's, I don't know what to do. But I do feel like if someone just grabbed on my leg and just yanked it really hard, I feel like that would help. And as such, I think I should go to a chiropractor so someone can just yank on my leg really hard. But I also don't know that would actually fix it because I don't know if it's like dislocated or maybe there's a pinched nerve. I don't know what's wrong with it, but it's really weird. I do this like that. So that's, you know, just food for thought. Why my hip hurt. It's really obnoxious. And like, I have like eczema on my feet. And if I'm like, this is gonna be crazy. Can I say something insane? I have hole eczema. HOLE, like dig a hole eczema. Where it happens on my hands and my feet. It's not officially called that, but that's what I like to call it. Close your ears for a moment if you have the homophobia. I don't know what that's called. But I have eczema where on the hands and feet, your sweat glands or your sweat pores, I guess would be a better description. They get trypophobia. Yeah, that's it. The sweat pores get filled with excess fluid, and then you get a bunch of tiny blisters on your hands and feet. And then you can pop them, and it's gross. And then there's just like holes in your hands and feet. But occasionally I'll get that on my hands, occasionally I'll get it on my feet. And I'll like grab my foot. Is this a crazy thing to talk about on a stream? I don't know. But I'll like grab my foot so I can like shine a flashlight to see if there's any holes on my feet that I need to take care of and like put medicine on. But because of my hip, I can't grab that foot. Like, I mean, I can hold it, but I can't like bring it towards me to like actually look at my feet holes. And that's an issue because that is the foot that has the worst eczema on it out of all of my feet. So it would be nice to be able to like look at the eczema, but I can't. So that's like another issue with whatever's going on with my hip. And it's like, I really just don't know if it's I don't know what's going on with it. Is that like a good jellyfish looking cut? Does that get the, like, does that look like hair? If I did like this, does that look like hair? I think so. And we can always like yesify it a little. But yeah, it feels like when I try to like push it to the limit of how much it can rotate, it feels like it's close to like popping or something. Into place, out of place, I don't know, but it feels like I feel like if I could push it further, it would pop, and I feel like that would fix my issue, but I just like, I can't. It just stops moving at a certain point, which is an issue. That looks like hair. It looks like hair more than it was before, so that's good. But that's what I've been up to. I can't sit with crisscross applesauce. And it's ruining, my cat's getting really sad because she can't sit in my lap. We can figure it out, yeah. I'm hoping it'll either like resolve on its own, or maybe I can go see a chiropractor who will just like yank on me. We'll see, we'll see. I think I have a lot of like mixed opinions on chiropractors because one, it is a pseudoscience and basically objectively a pseudoscience, right? It doesn't always help. Sometimes it does help temporarily, much like Gorflag said. But sometimes it kind of does help though. But it's also like, it's not a real science and you can get actually hurt, you know? You can get actually hurt if you have a chiropractor that doesn't know what they're doing, especially if they're messing with like your spine or your neck. That can be really dangerous. It can be really dangerous. But I have seen a chiropractor 3 different times in my life at 3 different ages. The first time I saw a chiropractor, I was probably 12, if I had to guess. And it was when I first started getting sick. And I would not be comfortable doing it probably. The only chiropractor that I liked was a very small woman, which made me feel comfortable because I felt like she wasn't gonna snap my neck broken. The other 2 chiropractors I had were like 6 foot tall giant men, which makes it a lot scarier when they're handling your neck. It makes it a lot scarier. So I liked having a very small woman as a chiropractor. But the first one I saw was when I first started getting sick, and someone suggested to my mom, hey, I know this really good chiropractor. Maybe it would help with stomach issues, maybe it would help with back issues, you know, whatever. So we go, and it was like a religious chiropractor, which is a thing, apparently. And he preached a lot about God while he was snapping my back and my neck. And that's just not exactly what I want to be listening to when someone's like handling my bones and stuff. It's just a little scarier. That also made me feel better not having a man doing it. Yeah, I think that helped my anxiety a lot when I saw her, but it's still kind of scary. Like, I don't super want to hear about Jesus when someone's about to snap my neck. Because I'm like, what if they want to send me to Jesus? You know? You're about to snap my neck, you're talking about Jesus. I feel like I might be seeing him real soon in your hands, you know? So that was like one thing he did that was like kind of odd. And then he, like, when I saw him for the first time, he did like quote unquote diagnoses on me to see what things need to be adjusted. Hold on, I feel like talking. I feel like having a little bit of a yap session. Let me, there, we can just look at how nice this looks for a minute while I talk. So he like quote unquote ran some tests on me, and he did like, the only thing I super remember is him doing an x-ray on me. And like the more I think about that, that's so weird. That he just like had an x-ray, because like, I don't know. Chiropractors aren't like licensed medical professionals, so how do they get an x-ray in the first place, you know? Where are you getting that? But he did an x-ray on me, and he said that I had brain damage. And we were like, what do you mean that I had brain damage? He's like, well, look, it's right there in the x-ray. I can see it. And we're like, what do you mean by that, though? And he's like, well, did you get, like, really bad, like, whiplash as a baby? Because that's kind of what this is looking like. That you had some kind of injury as a baby to your neck. And we were like, no. Like, I was never in a car crash as a baby. There was nothing I experienced as a baby that would have caused my neck to have whiplash and damage my brain. But whatever. I don't really remember everything he decided that I had. But I remember some of the treatments he told me to do. For one, he did tell me to eat a lot of Cheerios. Specifically, like, unflavored Cheerios. Just regular, raw Cheerios. And I don't remember the reasoning why. I know that's, like, allegedly good for cholesterol, but that was never something that I was dealing with in my health issues. So, I don't know why he suggested Cheerios. And then another thing he told us to do was to drink aloe juice. And I remember we did get aloe juice from some health store, and I drank it, and it was actually really good. You took like 1 shot of aloe juice a day, and that was his suggestion. And I don't know what it was for or what it was meant to treat or what. But I remember aloe juice was pretty good. It just tastes like water, but for some reason it's always really cold. Even if you don't keep it in the fridge, when you drink it, it's cold, and that was kind of cool. But yeah, he was a very giant man, and I was like 12, and he always would snap my neck, and that scared me a lot, especially because at the time I was watching a lot of Supernatural, and a lot of people die via neck snapping in Supernatural, so it just was like an uncomfortable vibe, you know? And I started getting really upset, like when my mom would like insist that we would go to this guy. And it would make me really upset and I would get really anxious and stuff. Solution to brain damage is Cheerios and juice. Yeah, and then also snapping my neck for some reason. Whatever, I guess. This was at a time where they had not no actual real doctor had diagnosed me with any health issue, but we knew I had stuff going on, we just didn't know what. So the chiropractor knew I had stomach issues, and he knew I had back issues, but no one knew what. So I assume maybe it was more, I think the Cheerios and juice were more of a fix for my stomach issues and not my brain damage. He actually didn't do anything for my brain damage. And also, guys, I don't think I actually had it. I don't think that was a thing that was real. Because this guy, I feel like, was a grifter. I feel like he was just making shit up, trying to sell me juice. He also had, he was selling, oils, essential oils in his, office. So that kind of feeds into the theory of him being a grifter. I don't think I actually had brain damage. But I would get really anxious going to him. I did not like going to him. And my mom insisted on it. I don't know why she did. Because it didn't even help with my stomach. It didn't help with my back. So it was just for nothing. What's a grifter? Like a snake oil salesman? Yeah, kinda. A grifter, like, in general, is someone who, like... How do I word it? Someone who, like, tries to profit off of a belief or something without actually believing what they're trying to sell. You know? So, like, a VTuber grifter, you know, that's something people talk about. Like a VTuber that's being, like, really racist or something. Or really, like, I don't know, transphobic, homophobic. But they're just doing that because they know they can get views from it. And they don't actually believe anything that they're saying. Or maybe they do, but they're mostly just doing it for views. I think he was a grifter in the sense that he wasn't actually... He did not think I had brain damage. I don't think he believed anything he was selling me. But I was 12, so I didn't buy it. But yeah, I don't know why my mom was so insistent that we went there. But eventually we stopped. And then we went somewhere else. Which I still didn't really want to do. She had gotten a suggestion from someone else she knew of a different guy who was also like 6 feet tall and scary. He was slightly less scary than the first guy. And he didn't try and diagnose me with brain damage or treat me with aloe juice and Cheerios. So like that was an improvement. And my mom saw this second guy too, and she liked him. She said she got some relief from whatever he was yanking on her leg or neck or whatever, I don't know. But I personally still had like a lot of anxiety from the first guy. So I didn't like the second guy just based off the first guy. So I was like, I don't want to. So I went there like maybe twice before I kept getting like really bad like anxiety attacks in the waiting room. And my mom was like, okay, this is clearly, chiropractor is clearly not working for you. So I didn't see a chiropractor for a really long time. And I also kind of just stopped believing that they worked, right? And then I think let me think about the time. I was like 19, I think. And my mom started going to a chiropractor that was like 40 minutes away from where we live. Or like an hour away, I don't know. But it was like a drive, right? It was like a whole day event. And she saw the woman chiropractor. My mom was seeing the woman chiropractor. And she said she was getting a lot of relief from this lady. My mom was having a really bad like carpal tunnel and stuff and like neck pain and stuff. And she was getting a ton of relief. And they weren't just a chiropractor. They were also a physical therapy office. So they actually had like licensed people working there. And that was, for me, what made them different than the first two guys. Besides the fact that it wasn't a 6 foot tall man, that was really scary. So after my mom started getting a bunch of relief, I started going, just cause. And my insurance covered all of it. So like, you know, my mom was already going and I can go for free. So like, why not? So I went for like a few months. And they would make you do a bunch of physical therapy first. And for me, they did stuff on my lower back because that's where a lot of my pain is. Like my lower back and like tailbone area. So they make you do a bunch of that. And then at the end of your physical therapy, that's when you would go see the chiropractor and she would do some stuff. And the way she did chiropractor work was a lot different than the first two guys, where she had like a table. She had a table that would collapse under you. And she used that more so than physical force on her end, where she would kind of use a little bit of force, but it was mostly like the way the table would like snap and stuff that would bend your body. And she very rarely used like very much force. And even like she would snap your neck and stuff, but it like wasn't the same as the first two guys, where she would like pull your head like vertically, like up, like, you know, up like that, as opposed to the first two guys where they would like, you know, horizontally snap your neck, which is scary because that's how people die. But she would just like lift you up, and that was different. And The most interesting thing would always happen was every time I went there, which was like, I think I went like twice a week or something, I would get so unbearably sleepy after she would do the chiropractor part on me. And unbelievably sleepy. And I would go home and I would take a nap for like 2 hours. Immediately. And I was never a nap person until I saw her. I never took naps. I never liked taking naps. And then I'm a nap person now. Like I haven't seen that chiropractor in years, but like now I'll take a nap. And it just, I don't know, something about the way she made my bones pop made me real sleepy. And then I told her about it one day. I was like, hey, is it bad that like when I leave the office, I get extremely sleepy? Like extremely, I cannot describe how sleepy I get. And she was like, yeah, people tell me that all the time. And I don't really know what the explanation was, other than I have two vague ideas of what she maybe said. I can't remember which one she actually said and which one is me just like hallucinating. One of them was just that you feel more relaxed after having it done and then you get sleepy. And then the other one, which I'm pretty sure is what she said, is that when she's like popping your stuff, it makes the air move in your body and your joints and stuff, you know, your insides, makes the air move around. And something about the way the air moves makes you sleepy, I think. I think that's what she said. I'm just not sure. JJ, hi. Hi, Thank you for the follow. So, I don't know. But, like, to be honest, even she didn't really help my health issues. She just made me sleepy, which I enjoyed a lot. And physical therapy is good. It does help a lot. You are correct, Gore Flag. It does help a lot. I have been to physical therapy 2 other times besides that chiropractor, and I know that that physical therapy does help me. But the chiropractor part of that office didn't seem to make much of a change. And they had like a medical plan. Like they did a plan where you would do certain exercises for so many weeks. And then you would get evaluated to see how the exercises were working on you. And then they would change your plan. So you were only supposed to be there for like a certain amount of weeks as opposed to just going forever. Like eventually they'd be like, okay, you're done. We're kicking you out. Like they weren't telling you to just come forever and ever. So what happened to me was a couple months into seeing them, I got into a car accident that was not horrible. It messed me up mentally a little bit, but physically I was fine. But one day, like the next week after I had that accident, I was in the office for the chiropractor, physical therapy, and they made you sign in on like an iPad. And one of the sign-in questions was, have you been in a car accident since we last saw you? And I whispered to my mom, I was like, hey, what do I put for this? Because I have been in a car accident since I last was here, but I wasn't injured. And then the receptionist heard me. She goes, you've been in a car accident? And I'm like, yeah, but it wasn't that bad though. So like, what should I put? Because I didn't get hurt, you know? And she's like, oh, no. You gotta leave. You can't be here. We'll talk. We need to like talk on the phone with you. And we can't see you today. I was like, okay. But my mom was still going. So like, she still was seen. They just didn't work with me. So what happened was going to a chiropractor or physical therapist after a car accident can change your treatment plan. I need water. 1 second. Because even if you were not hurt externally, that doesn't mean you didn't get whiplash. Or other internal issues, right? And so basically, because I had a car accident, they had to re-evaluate my range of motion. They had to do x-rays on me to make sure I didn't have whiplash. This place also had x-rays. But that was like less concerning and like odd because they had a physical therapist. Like, you know, it wasn't like the first guy who was just like running a business out of his house. I mean, it wasn't out of his house, but it was a house that was turned into an office and felt not as professional. But yeah, they had to like reevaluate me. They did x-rays, they did tests on my flexibility and range of motion and stuff. And then they had to make a new treatment plan for me based off the evaluation and then run it by the insurance. The whole time, there was a man chiropractor that owned the building, but I never saw him. I only saw the woman chiropractor. And the guy that owned it, the chiropractor that owned it, wasn't in office typically on the days that I was there. So he just wasn't working usually when I was there. But he like pulled me and my mom aside one day, like after they reevaluated me, and they're like, okay, you have to sue those guys. You have to sue those guys. And we're like, what are you talking about? And basically, I don't remember exactly what the lore was, but this chiropractor knew a lawyer that was really good about countersuing car insurances or something. I don't know. And because of something or other, I think I maybe had like minor loss of range of motion, but like barely anything. They were like, you can sue for injury. And I was like, well, I didn't get injured though. And then they like told me some other thing that I was like allowed to sue for. We didn't do that. We didn't do it because like it seemed silly. It seemed like a waste of time. It was a weird thing, and I was like 19. I didn't know what's going on. Yeah, they literally was just like, okay, you know, you can sue, right? And I was like, I don't really want to do that though, because like it was so weird. What happened was I was learning to drive. It was like my second time driving, and I was with my grandpa, and his way of teaching me to drive was putting me in the car and then telling me to just go somewhere. So I just was like on whatever streets, and like sometimes we drive in the country, sometimes we didn't, but that's literally second time driving. I did too wide of a turn, and so I had to like readjust myself, right? To not go in the wrong lane. I had to like readjust myself, and the person that was behind me ran into me, and like basically I turned too wide, I readjusted myself, and as soon as I was back in the proper lane, the person behind me just rammed into me, and then the force from ramming into me sent my car, into a telephone pole. So like, you know, they hit me. They wouldn't have done that if the driver was paying more attention. It also wouldn't have happened if I didn't do such a wide turn. But it also like wouldn't have happened if he paid more attention, right? He also had a really scary dog in his car, so that was fun. But it took a while for like the insurance companies to talk to each other and stuff, and eventually we got the police report because my grandpa called the police to make a report for like insurance purposes, and the police, first of all, acted like they didn't want to be there at all, and then made it very clear that they didn't understand what was going on, and they would just be like, so this thing happened, and it was like not what we said. And so we had to like clarify a couple times what happened. Even like the people who drove into me were like had to clarify what was going on because the police officers weren't paying attention. Like 3 months later, we hear the police report, and the police report says that I rear-ended those people. I would love to know how I rear-ended the people behind me. Like, what? Like, I don't know a lot of car terminology, but from my understanding, rear-ending is when you drive into the person in front of you. You rear-end the person in front of you, not the person behind you. Like, isn't that right? But they claimed I hit the people behind me. And there were photos. We took photos of my car, and you could clearly tell that I was rear-ended. And that I had hit the telephone pole because of the rear ending. Like, it was clear. And because of that, we got like no support like from insurance on that, because they said it was my fault that I hit the people behind me, which I didn't. So we got no support, and I got like nothing. I never got another car. We didn't have the money for another car or anything. And then we told the chiropractor guy, we were like, hey, they're not helping us because they said I hit the people behind me. Like, and objectively, that's not true. And he's like, well, you can take them to court. And we're like, I don't really want to do that. But the guy basically, like, because he's a chiropractor, I'm sure he deals a lot with car accident stuff. But he explained how it worked. He was like, yeah, you can take them to court, and there can be a judge, and it's gonna last like 6 months. And we're like, yeah, I think we'll just take an L. I think we're just gonna have to take an L on that one, because like it would have cost money to like go to court over it. And like the people behind me hit me, but it wasn't their fault that the police wrote down the wrong thing, you know? Like, if we went to court over this, it wouldn't be us. It would not be us versus the people that hit me. It'd be us versus the police. And they probably have a lot better lawyers than we do. So it just kind of seemed like an L moment no matter what. So kind of sucked. Like, in a sense, it was kind of my fault, right? Because I turned too wide. But literally, had they paid attention to what was going on in rhythm, it wouldn't have happened at all. And my car technically was not totaled, but effectively it was totaled. Technically, I mean, technically it wasn't, but effectively it was, because the damages on the car were so bad that it would have costed like more money to fix the damages than it costed to get the car in the first place. Second time driving, I don't know how you could be at fault, TBH. I mean, I was driving. Like it was awful, honestly. Can I draw a picture? Like, it was really bad. And I kind of felt bad that it happened in the first place. But low-key, it was kind of traumatizing also. I'm drawing a picture for you guys. So, it was a... Oh, where's my brush? The road was like a T. Right? It was a T-shaped road. And then I was coming on this road, and I turned too wide, and I crossed over onto the wrong lane. And there were cars in this lane because there was a stoplight here. There was a stoplight, and there were cars. So I started turning in, and I was like, oh shit. And I, you know, quickly corrected myself. Not even quickly, it was scary. I felt like I made eye contact with the first car. But it was, I mean, it was as fast as I could have done, having been my second time driving. So I adjust myself. I get back into the right lane. The person behind me doesn't notice any of this happening. Didn't notice any of that. and just continues driving, right? And then we intersect right here. And then the force of that, you know, telephone pole. And then there's it, you know. The car was like smoking and everything. So like it wouldn't have happened if I didn't do that. But if they paid attention, they were the first car behind me. It wasn't like they were the second or third car behind me. The other cars went through. Like they were directly behind me. They should have seen what was going on. But yeah. My car, like, it was smoking. There was a ton of things exposed. It looked like a mess. And it would have been insanely expensive to fix. So we just, like, sold it to a junkyard or whoever takes messed up cars. And I told a couple of my friends about it, and I sent them the pictures, and I was like, my car's totaled. And then my friends were like, it doesn't look totaled. And I was like, well, effectively it is totaled because I can't repair it. And it was an old-ish car. I don't know what year it was. But it was my aunt's old car that she gifted to me. Except it had some things that needed to be repaired. And she didn't want to spend the money to repair it. So she got a new car instead. And then gifted me that one. So I had to buy the repairs. And it was like $400 a repair when I first got the car. So like to have to repair it even more, we were just like, no, I don't have money like that. So that sucked. But yeah, that was like when I was going to the chiropractor. So the guy gave me all like this legal talk and stuff, and we just never did it because it seemed like a lot of work. And it seemed like an uphill battle for something that like we probably wouldn't get a lot of money on. Regardless though, they made like a new chiropractor plan for me. And I went like a couple of times, and then my mom got finished with her like plan. And she was like, hey, do you even like benefit from going here? I was like, I benefit from a nap. I do benefit from a nap. And she was like, I don't really want to drive an hour so you can have a good nap. I was like, that's fair. Because, you know, she wasn't going anymore. And I wasn't seeing much out of it. So I just kind of stopped going. But I did like them while I was going, you know? So maybe I should go see if they can yank on my leg. I don't know. That's a long drive for someone to just pull my leg. And I don't think they do walk-ins and stuff. They might. Maybe they do walk-ins. But as far as I know, I saw a lot of regulars. So I think everyone had some kind of plan going on where they were meant to be there for a few weeks. And I shouldn't need that. I just need someone to like make it pop or something. I don't know. It'd be helpful if I just knew what was wrong with it. Because if it's a pinched nerve, it'll go away. I've had pinched nerves before. But if something's out of place, then I need help with that. And I don't know what to Google. I get pain when I crisscross sometimes, but it's more my leg than my hip. That's fair. Yeah, mine's specific. It's a really extremely specific spot in my hip. I can like pinpoint exactly where it is. And it's like, I can't sit crisscross. I can't like look at my foot to look at my eczema. It was, when it first happened, it was even hurting to like lay in my bed because I sleep like a dumbass, which it's not why it happened. But I'll like sleep kind of on my stomach, and then I like having my leg like on a pillow. I like having a pillow to like sandwich my legs. Or my legs sandwich the pillow, I guess is technically accurate. But it was like so bad when it started that it hurt to have my leg the way I always sleep. It was really annoying. And it's not like that anymore, which is great because it was really uncomfortable to sleep for a while. But I don't know what it is. Why do that get comfy? It is very comfy. I heard it's good for you. I heard it's good for your bones or something. It's ergonomic to sleep with a pillow in between your legs. It is pretty comfortable. And I think it gives a lot of like relief from whatever leg, like if you're on your side or something, it gives relief on whatever leg is on the top of the sandwich. Because it's not, I don't know, gravity or something. I don't know. So it is good for you to sleep like that, but it was killing me when it first started happening. And I think I know what caused it. In the middle of June, a friend of mine moved into her first apartment. And so we had like a little get together, like housewarming party. And we played card games and like board games and stuff, but we played on the floor for some reason. They had a kitchen table. We played on the floor. And it was really uncomfortable for me to sit on the floor. And I was like changing the way I was sitting, literally like every couple of minutes. Every couple of minutes, just changing how I sit. I would sit crisscross applesauce. I would sit, I would lay on my stomach. I would lay on my side. No way for me to sit or lay on the floor was particularly comfortable. And then I was like kind of sore from it the next day. I was actually quite sore from it the next day. And then ever since then, my hip's been weird. So I'm pretty confident that's why. Because it just lines up and makes sense. But it's like, I don't know how that messed my hip up. But timeline makes sense. So I don't know. If anyone wants to just pull on my leg really hard, hit me up. How's this puzzle going? How you guys doing? Doing better. Got some like little X's on there. Give a second horn. Why does that horn look so confusing? They're both pointing the same angle. Is that intentional? Oh yeah, it is. I see. Smell like cotton candy chalk? That's fair. I was confused how those horns were the same direction. But I see now. Normally, I draw my horns where they're both pointing this inwards. So like, I mean, I think it looks fine here. I just never noticed it. The horn on our left would be pointing the other direction with how I normally make my horns. But that's just me. That's just me. So when I saw this, I was like, why are they both facing the wrong way? Or I guess they're both facing just the same way. I never noticed. Love this art so much. I do too. I do too. It's one of my favorites that Sib's drawn of me. I don't think drawing the horns like this is incorrect at all though. I like leaving a little bit up to interpretation on the horns. Some people draw them a little different. I'm sure I don't feel like digging through my art folder, but I can guarantee you there's probably like 20 different ways people have drawn my horns and I've just never noticed. Especially when it comes to like thickness and like the angles and stuff. All right. So I believe this is done, by the way. I didn't make it go to just like viewing it because I felt the yap session coming on. But effectively, I believe it is done. Unless I forgot. Let's fix that. Boop. Boop. Keep up. Keep up. Otherwise, I think it's good. Let me take a look at the reference image just to make sure I didn't miss anything crazy major. I don't think I did. I'm content with it. I think it's cute. Alright. So I think I'm going to move on to the next skin, and I will render this offline and post it offline, just so I can just move on to the next one. However, I don't know what I'm doing next. actually. I don't know. Probably a revenge. Right, because that's what we kind of set out to do. It's mostly revenges today. Let me look at my bookmark folder for it. I have a couple options. I want to do a revenge from this year and not a revenge from last year. Oops. I keep like splitting the tabs somehow. And it freaks me out. I don't like it. So, okay, we got a couple options. Let me see. We have one that's a VTuber. And we have one that's like a sea diver. Let's do the sea diver. I think Bess could be really cool. So, we replace this image. Boop. Oh, that's really small. This is a sea diver we're gonna do. Depth is an ocean spirit inhabiting a long abandoned deep sea diving suit. He walks the ocean floor, helping the denizens of the deep as a friendly wanderer, lighting the way through with his stained glass viewports. He is silent but communicates through either mime-like actions or projecting a ghostly light through one of the many colorful viewports. There are no particular permissions or anything. Just like have fun. Okay. I think I will have fun. I have some good ideas for this one. I think this could be fun. Cause it'll ooh. I'm thinking I almost want to do this in a Steve model, but I'm not sure. I think we'll do Steve. No. Like the name Depth? Yeah, I like that too. I think we will do Steve. I haven't done one in a while. Let me open the image up on my other monitor. Alrighty. This one's gonna be quite detailed. It might take a while to do, honestly. So first thing first, get the color. Paint everything with this because this is gonna be like a majority of the body, right? All right. Head. I always like to start with the head. So you have like these blue viewport on the front, and then there's two viewports on the side. So we'll do them on the sides as opposed to just getting everything here. So it'll probably just be kind of a circle. Honestly. Circle, circle, circle. And then, is that right? Yeah. Howdy, howdy. Hello. Welcome in. Make it bigger. Yeah, yeah. That's a good circle. I head from work. Have a safe travel. We're going to do like kind of detailed shading. Cause I have like images in my mind of what I want this to look like. And it's gonna require some kind of, just a lot of detail. You guys like Fortnite? This is one of my favorite Fortnite dances. I know it's not what's used, like the game doesn't... The game doesn't use this audio, but I like it. You gotta bear with me, you have to trust and believe me on this. I enjoy the crunch in this song. I do too. I like it a lot. Um, and now transparent film. Like glass. There's like a Y-shaped frame in that window, but I can't do that amount of detail on a head. So this is the best we got. Okay. Now there's two other windows on the sides. So this one on this left is purple. Like a purple red kind of color. Yeah. Okay. So we kind of do the same thing on this side. Bang. That's too much. Like half. There's bonking in there. I've never seen a piece with a little detail like this. What piece are you looking at? The little devil tail. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Don't wiggle it. I feel like I've seen that shape before. The bottom right corner is kind of a weird shape, but I've definitely seen the spade shape before. You can't say shit to chat. You say, don't wiggle that piece, and then they fight over custody to wiggle the piece. Bang. I'll forever be amazed at Skin Maker Such Yourself. How do you do it? A lot of practice. A lot of practice. That's very late, and I'm sorry. I got locked in for a moment. It's a lot of practice, and also, having knowledge on how pixel art works outside of Minecraft skins helps a lot. Because a lot of those basics on pixel art can apply to Minecraft skins. Your focus, I'm so locked in. Possibly the most locked in I've ever been in my life. But yeah, learning a lot of things like on what not to do in pixel art helps, and then learning like things like anti-aliasing helps a lot. I like using anti-aliasing when I can. Learning what pillow shading is and trying not to do that helps. This is technically pillow shading, but it works in this context, so it's fine. Hue shifting also is good to learn about. Really, just like studying pixel art in general will take you really far. And then this one also has a window. We shall see. We shall see how this one looks, because this window is like checkered board. So ad break starting soon? Didn't we just have one? I was doing stretches and then I started talking about chiropractors. Oops. Goes here. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. This purple is more of a blue purple. Imagine some details getting lost since it's so pixelated and you have a very little space to work with. Yeah. When it comes to this particular character design, his head is very circular, so pillow shading works in this instance. So another good thing is just like learning when it is good to use pillow shading. Alright, ad break. I'll take a stretch break. I'll take a stretch break. I'll be back in 3 minutes. Have fun. Have fun with your puzzle. I'll make the puzzle big. I'll be back. I'll be back. I'm back early. I came back 20 seconds early. I just got so fast with my stretches. Ad break finishing. Welcome back, guys. Push it back in this corner. Hello. Oh, look at you bouncing around. Alright. This is gonna be fun. This is a lot of colors. Should be dealing with. A lot of colors, but it's one window. I guess that's the best way to do it. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's the best we're getting. Boop, 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 boop. And then the top part. The top part has a little thingy for a dial. I don't think it's quite right, but that's the best that I've got. It's gonna be this color here. And it's gonna be a smaller circle. In the big circle. It's also like kind of rusted too. And I'm like, I can color pick this rust, but I'm not sure if it's gonna look super good in Minecraft skin. I mean, it looks okay. I'll just say a little bit. A little bit of rust. Now this is too light here, so we're gonna fix that a little bit. That. I don't know if I can make an X, but I can do one line across, and that looks kind of cool. It still looks good that way. No, I need the like edge part of these done too. That's why I'm saying this is gonna take a minute to do this full skin. Lust on fire. Lust on fire. And then, what is this at? 150? 100? Okay, so this should be solid. Let's make this 70. This could be 50. That's close enough to 50. Yeah, I like that. For this here, should be 70 also. That's close enough to 70. Lust on fire. I also kind of want this to be a little darker. Yeah, that's good. Nice. It just looks cool and transparent. Now this one is gonna be something. We can do the same thing. It's just, I'm not sure if it's gonna look the same way. 50. That's not the right color there. It needs to be purple at 50. I think it looks close enough to glass. Close enough to glass. There's also little leaves on the helmet too. I don't know that I have room for that though. I can hear the puzzle going, and it's not like showing on OBS. You ever get the itch in like the back of your throat? So you try to like move your tongue in a way that'll let you itch it, but it doesn't work. What's up with that? What is up with that? Pisses me off. Hi Eric, I hope you're doing good. I'm doing pretty good today. I'm gonna do a couple leaves back here. An itchy tongue. Well, the tongue is fine. It's the back of my throat, like by my uvula, that's itchy. And I'm using my tongue to itch it, but it's just not really stopping being itchy. Made it home safe, welcome back! Do these look like leaves? Had that happen before? I think it's allergies of some kind. Pretty sure. It's just like, what do you do about it, you know? Wow, that's fine, I think. It's pretty circular, which I like. I like the circles. Boop! To me, it's when I get a cold and I've been coughing. Maybe it's a sinus thing. Or chance. So... I think there's some kind of like seams in the suit. So we're gonna try and see if I can replicate that. There seems to be like kind of dark gloves going on here. And then here, like they have like, it's attached to the mask, but like it's a thing that goes on your neck. It's kind of like this. Then there's also a triangle of 3 different colors. I'm gonna use just a white and just some random temporary colors to jot down what I think I want to place those. That's fine, those are nice random colors. Then it kind of goes down like this. Like that. And the boots don't seem to be visible. So the legs are cut off, which is fine. And then this goes down like here. It'll make sense, trust and believe. Are you in London? Except fast. Order what you want, put it all on my tab. Hey you, please come. Except for us, us.
Wanted me to be, I ain't come to mess around. Think I got a bounty, I'm the baddest in my town. LBJ, walk around with a crown. About to pop off, matter of fact, get down. I can't participate, I'll attract the whole crowd. When up being me, I done made my mama proud. It's me and that baddie might get a little loud. Just gotta let you know, heads up.
Move your body. Move your body. And then I can put the regular triangle down now.
First of all, let's go to work. What else? Back it up, hop in reverse. Shade it up for a bird, and then still leave some room for dessert. Girl, try not to move your body.
My throat is itchy. I hate that.
She popped the squad like an ollie. What else? And things got totally gnarly. She's a hottie, like Scotty. Yeah, wanna party all night, like Miley. Said she like bad boys, Mike Lowry. Oh, she put her on Kim like Carly. I like ranch, but I'm stacking blue cheese. She's not a person that can stop me. Wendy, I don't fear no man, just test me. Gather up the whole gang like one piece. Move your body, come in your body, move your body, move your body, your body, move your body, move your body, move your body, your body, move your body, move your body, move your body, move your body, come in your body, come in your body, move your body.
This is gonna take actually forever, by the way, to shade on the other side. It's gonna take like 5,000 years, but we'll get there. We will get there. Oops.
Like this,
Oops. There you go. It's a little better. I could see the part that was like right there that looked weird. It's okay, the puzzle will also take 5,000 years. It's true, we're in it together. We are all in this together. What else do they say in High School Musical? Maybe more than that. Maybe. Man. And this isn't like even adding all of the rest or anything. This is just without rust, without leaves. Oh my goodness. I think the rust will be easiest to add in as like an overlay with like transparency as opposed to manually doing it. That'll be easiest. I think it'll blend the best. There's not really blending modes in Minecraft skins, just transparency, so that's the closest you get to blending. When you think about it, that is just kind of what blending is. Think about that. Wait, what is this shit here? Why can't I find that? Wait, is it anywhere here? Okay. How do I set a lemon's opacity? I don't know. Well, what does that mean? What does it have to do with anything? The reference is lost on me, I fear. Faster and harder. Faster and harder. It's not so bad when you can divide it into sections. It's still kind of a lot, but dividing it into sections helps. What's the lemon? I don't even know, honestly. Puddle just says stuff. And then I'll be like, what's the context? And then she just doesn't tell me. It's like, okay, I didn't want to know what that context was. Anyways. Do you want better? Why is cuddle? We may never know. To be honest, that one's still a mystery. Joshua. Rest in peace. Man, I'm getting sleepy. I was pretty sleepy earlier today, but I just got like hit with a second wave of sleepy. Rough. A sleeper? I'm awake for the time being, but I'm real sleepy right now, guys. A real OG sleeper? Yeah. I actually invented sleep. Not a lot of people know that about me, but it is true. More! Yeah. Is that okay? Yeah. Knows I'm a big fan. You're welcome. You're so welcome. Legs. Legs shouldn't be too bad. My wrist hurts a little bit though, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I can hear the puzzle moving, but I don't see anything. Don't know what that's about. Boop. Yeah, my wrist is hurting a lot from this one. Ugh. Minecraft skins don't normally hurt my wrist. But a lot of times when I'm doing commissions, I do get distracted. So I take breaks. Not always by choice, but happens. Big stream elements. Pieces are being gathered around the puzzle by color. Oh, let me see. Oh, that's not. Oh, wow. Look at you guys. Look at you guys go. I like all these blue ones. Huge fan of the blue area. That almost looks like a word at the top. Wow. I can guarantee you stream will probably end before this puzzle gets finished. I mean, the puzzle will still be up, but I don't know how much longer I'll be live today. I don't know who did, but I'm pretty sure it was a lot of work. Yeah. I bet it was Seb, because Seb seems to be... well, no, Cuddle's in that corner. Seb was in that corner, too. Might be both of them. I am also a big fan of organizing puzzle pieces by color. If Softy has a puzzle, or like another streamer has a puzzle, and I'm like in there, I always am scared that I'm being obnoxious because I'm sorting by color. But it works, I swear. It's a real strategy. Oops. What else am I missing? This here. Who wrote 6-7 on the puzzle? Who did that? I was wondering, I was like, why are you laughing? Like, did I miss a joke? No, someone wrote 6-7 on my puzzle. Puzzle closed. Stream ending. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm a fan of 6-7. I can't even be mad. I really can't be mad. Keep it there for all I care. Keep it there. The name just disappearing as soon as you zoom in. Yeah, I didn't see what name it was at all. I can take a guess. I can take a guess. I won't out that person now. Legs. So technically, quote unquote, finished, but not actually finished. Not actually. Kyle's the go to organizing in the group. She did by Shape last time. Shape? Shape. That's weird. Color? Sure. Shape? What the hell's wrong with you? Shape? That's crazy. Because that's not even like helpful. Because you would have to like... You'd have to be like, okay, I need this curve. You know? You're all white at that point? Oh. Oh, okay, well. In that case, that's fair. In that case, that's fair. But if it's something like this, where there's lots of different colors, it'd be like, what are you doing? That's crazy. Okay, rest. Rest generally is in, you know, creases and stuff, so that's what we're gonna do here. Mainly in the legs and arm areas, probably. There's already a lot going on in the body. And like that's cool, but it's cool, but I don't want to overlift it on anything with too much visuals. Oops. I'm gonna have some rest legs here. I also turn mirroring off here for the legs. Something like that for the rest is good. We're not overdoing it, but there's, you know. Traces of rest. Yeah. And then there's leaves, and that's gonna be tricky. Song with this beat remind me of the Fry Fortnite TikTok live where he's hitting emotes like no tomorrow. I'm not familiar, unfortunately. We like a little bit of funk. Leaves.
I've been in my A so long, I think it's time to turn it on. This passion in my body raging out me like a quiet storm. I've been stuck surrounding bodies, losing flames and all of them. I can't fuck with her girl cause she said she don't know how to love. Told you how you hurt me, I felt like I had to let you know. Now you tryna pull up to my crib, I think you really gotta
Ow. 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 Go. I don't want to do a ton of leaves. There's a lot of leaves on the reference, but I'm not gonna do that many. Go, just go. Go. Probably seaweed and not leaves. Now that I'm thinking about it. And like I looked at the image, I'm like, yeah, that's seaweed. And then my mouse said leaves, and that's just not right. That's just not what kind of that is. Now, hat layer stuff. Oh boy. It's gonna be tricky to make it look really good, but figure it out. It's fun, it's like experimenting. Fry emoting in Fortnite is something for ages. I have missed it, unfortunately. This knowledge is not for my brain. Damn. We callin' cause we bomb. Hello, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a good day. What are you doing over there? Okay, I see. I understand. What we want to do is we want to use the hat layer for anything that's a lighter. So, you know, this part's light, this part's light. We want to bring those things out. Because bringing the dark things out, you know, these are shadows or seams or something, right? So we don't want to bring those outward. We want to bring the light colored things outward. And it'll give it the best chance of looking 3D. We can also do things like this and whoa. Suddenly there's a really thin line right there. Isn't that cool? That's just like thin. It's like, whoa. Who put such a thin line right there? We gotta be careful because like doing that, well, now it's gone, you know? So we have to be picky about when we want to use lines like that. So we can do it like here too. Mine's kind of cool. I don't do that strategy enough, and I should, honestly. See those lines? Honestly, I think it would look better if it was one up brighter here. Boop, boop. Like this. Yeah, I would say so. Something like that. And just a nice little thin line. Thin line down there too. Can't do much with that there. And then that's probably it for the body details. Arms. How much am I gonna do for the arms? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Turn mirroring back on. I might do the same thing with the line here. You can't see it super well. But I might at least do this here. Granted, I'll have to fix the parts that get interrupted by the leaves, but Did I do it all the way there? Yeah. Turn mirroring off, fix the leaves. Boop. Put that bit of rust back on here, but make it like a little lighter than that one. There's also another bit of green right here. Yeah. It doesn't need a lot. We can also put extra details on the leaves to make them a little bit more 3D. Just for a little extra detail. Cool, right? Legs. Kind of the same deal. We'll give some extra detail to the boots. It's probably it besides the leaves. Just makes them look kind of round. And we like that. Get away. Oops, turn the mirroring off, turn the mirroring off. I have this green. That's not really the green I'm looking for. I have this green. Yeah. Bam. It's a sea creature. Sea diver. Isn't that so much fun? Goodness, that felt like it took a lot of work. I don't know how much time that took. But it felt like it was a lot. Pretty cool though. Like when I first started, I got kind of scared. When I started on the head, I got kind of scared. I was like, I don't know if this is gonna look good. But actually, I think it's fine. I think it looks good. Sauce and thank you. It's good. Thank you. It's good. Thank you. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I kinda am tired. I kinda don't want to do another one right now. Goreflex has finally sat down and I'm like, I'm kinda tired. I'm kinda tired. Not gonna lie, guys. We've been live for what, 2 hours, 44 minutes it says? Okay, that's not bad. Not bad. Alright. Oh, that's my Twitch. Don't look at that. So, the plan for the rest of this week. I will not be live on Saturday. I gotta go do some stuff with my family on Saturday. The next few weekends are kind of, I'm not sure what my plans are. Busy summer, right guys? Monday should be kind of fine, I think, as far as I know. Mika wasn't really feeling like streaming on Monday. And I was like, I could go either way on meeting on Monday or not. And Adam was like, I want to play a game by myself on Monday. I want to finish up a game. So I was like, okay, I'll just take the day off. So I didn't stream Monday, but like next week is maybe fine. With the new season, True Jubilee's coming out now, right? Yeah. Who do we want to raid? I will keep the puzzle up because I think it just stays up unless I manually close it. So you will be able to do the puzzle for as long as you desire. There's no pressure to, obviously, but If you want to do the puzzle, it'll be there. All the news with team ups. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm gonna send you guys to Softy, who might also have a puzzle. I don't know. I will see you guys on Monday, probably. Thank you guys for coming. I will see you later. Goodbye.